Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Doctor. It is a beautiful day today. I hope all of you guys are enjoying yourselves wherever you are at right now. We are going to be going over all of the resources that I use in this game right now. Resources that I use to make my videos. Resources that you guys might find helpful. So, for all of you who are wanting that quick click and they just want to click on the resources, it is down below in my profile. For the rest of you, though, we are going to go through the resources, and I'm going to show you guys how I use them and which ones I think are personally the best here. So we're first going to start off with WarTheVisionsCalc.com. Now, if any of you guys know me, you know that I am a huge fan of this website. Essentially, it lists every single unit, vision card, Esper, and equipment. So we can go to Engelbert here, and we can see all of his stats, all of his information, his resistances. And the most important thing is you can see the modifiers here. So you can see that it's a 40x to 91x modifier. One of the most important things in this game, I think, that a lot of people somewhat have, but it's not fully out there. Another thing that's useful on this page that you can also see is you can see the cast time. If you hover over the clock right here, you can see that the minimum time of 160 to a maximum time of 360. Being able to see all that information is so critical, and you can't always see it in the game. So this will really give you the breakdown of what all the abilities do. If you go to the vision cards, it has the vision cards as well, what the min, what the max is, and what the max stats on all of the things are. It also has an Esper build calculator down here, so you can potentially math out all of the Espers that you need to math out. You can see that your max SP is going to be 426. And there's going to be a lot of future things that they're going to be changing on this website, so I am loving this website as my primary resource, everyone. For those of you who are new players, or those of you who might have a lot of questions about the mechanics of the game as well, I would always recommend Hadecynn's guide here. And it was a little rough in the beginning, but I think a lot of the information on here has actually been figured out and verified and double-checked. And I would say this guide, for the most part, is about 95% accurate. I think you can rely on this information 95% of the time, and I think this is going to be one of the best guides out there that you can use in order to grow your character and develop your character. And you can see here he's got some links to Probona's and Brandonis's other documents and their story farming calculator, which we'll be talking about as well. An additional spreadsheet that we are very much liking is the crafting guide, and this one shows all of the different crafting things that you would need to know. So it goes over awakening, upgrading, it talks about all the different resources that you're going to need, the recipe resources, dismantling, safe grinding, all of the equipment information that you need is going to be right here. And this is incredible. It's going to talk about how you max out your stats. It's going to talk about the pity system in terms of when your gear gains stats and it gains a 1, how that's like a pity point. You didn't actually gain a stat modification. This crafting guide is very good, and I would recommend it as one of the primary resources. Of course, I have to shout out to the War of the Visions Reddit, you guys. I think there is a little bit of confusion because there is 2 War of the Visions Reddit, so make sure you're always going to War of the Visions _FFBE, because that's going to be the primary Reddit. The other Reddit, I'm not really sure what's going on with it. I'm not sure why there's 2. I haven't figured that out yet. But this is going to be the primary resources where all of the information is going to be posted. I would just say make sure that you verify all of the information when you're coming to Reddit. As always, make sure it's being posted by a reliable community member, and otherwise I would recommend coming on here, and I would recommend getting involved with the community, because there is a huge community in this game, and it really is a great community. Make sure you also join the official War of the Visions FFBE Discord. It is on there. It's another great place for information to ask for help. You can also join the Discord. The Discord, we have tons of players on there who are willing to help, willing to farm multis. We're a bit of a smaller community than the War of the Visions official Discord, so we're a little bit more accessible, I think, than such a big Discord, because I know I get intimidated by a Discord with hundreds and hundreds of people in it. Altima is a great resource, but you have to know how to navigate it. So you'll see this is the Altema JP / FFBE War of the Visions. And I'm going to give you guys 3 different links. The first one is going to give you the armor type effect list, so what all of the different types of armor do. But you can see as long as you translate it in Google Translate, you can get a list of all the equipment, weapons, armors, accessories. You can get vision cards, you can get UR characters. I think most of this information, though, now that WarTheVisionCalc.com has come out, you can use them instead of coming to Altima. But there's still some stuff that you're going to have to check and you're going to have to know. So, for example, you can check the upcoming banners, you can check sort of the cards that haven't come out yet, you can see all of the new events that are coming. They even have a conversation section, so while it is pretty relevant still, I think we are quickly approaching a place in Global where most of the information from Altima has been taken away, and it's been put on sites like WarTheVisionCalc.com or any of the multiple spreadsheets that are out there. One of the other links, the last one, is going to be an article by Zangeki, and this is just an analysis of attack up and slash attack up. I get tons of questions about this, and while the equations aren't currently public, this is a great breakdown of whether attack plus or slash attack plus will help you. If you're ever wondering this, though, I would honestly just go and test it yourself. Test out if your character deals more damage. That's going to be the best way to optimize your build. Another Japanese website that I found very helpful is game8.jp. Now this one has been less helpful. I've been using it primarily for events, but you can see that it has all of the event information on here. It has everything that's coming. It has strategies, it has tips, it has guides. It pretty much has everything on it. It has an up-to-date calendar for them, and you can actually click on it and examine things. It also has character information and equipment information, and between all of these websites you can pretty much access all of that information. But we're going to be going over an equipment tool here that is actually better than that, so we'll be going over that real soon. For those of you that are curious about agility and CT, this is actually a translated guide by Vicarious EXP from the Alchemist Code Reddit, and it talks really well about how agility works and how CT works in Alchemist Code, and it's very similar in War of the Visions. I would recommend checking it out if you're having trouble understanding what CT is, how character turns work. There's also a CT lookup table, which is essentially going to be the same in our game, minus of course a few other things like affinity and such. But if you can calculate out your total agility, you are going to be seeing how many turns essentially it is until your turn populates, and you're going to be able to see maybe like if you're an agility 62 character and against an agility 52 character, what that difference in CT is going to look like and what advantage that is going to give you. So if you're looking for a good read, if you want to learn a little bit more about CT and agility, how time mages work, for example, this would be an excellent read for you guys. And while it's not specifically War of the Visions based, a lot of War of the Visions is pulled from Alchemist Code, and I do recommend this guide for a good read. Finally, we have 2 calculators which are invaluable, you guys. If you're ever wanting to know what to farm, I would highly recommend the War of the Visions farmcalculator.github.io. So the War of the Vision farming calculator will tell you what stories drop what item, and I'll show you how easy it is to use here. Let's say you can actually see I was looking up Faint Memory and Lightning Alchris. Let's look up Faint Memory right now, you guys. And I know that, see, it even auto-completes for me. I know that I'm going to need Faint Memory Reds right now because I need to finish up my Sid. It's going to populate all of the missions that are going to be dropping Faint Memories Red, and it's going to give me the percentage at which it drops at. So this is incredible, and it should also work with recipes, I think. So if you wanted to know, like, let's say you wanted to do something great, so like Mithril Armor is a good example. Let's go find Mithril Armor on here. And you wanted to farm up a +5 Mithril Armor, but you needed all the recipes. You can easily find where it's at, what missions drop it, and I believe once you click on it, you can also see what the other drops are that drop. So like, let's say you are in need of yellow items, right? But you need... Cheshire, my cat is clawing at my back. but you also want the Thief's Memory yellow, not the Red Mage's Memory purple, or you need the yellow orbs, not the purple orbs. You can see that maybe for a little bit less chance of a mithril armor, you can go and farm the mission down here, the Horn Castle, because that's going to be a better mission overall to farm for you. So that is what I really love about this farming calculator. It's an excellent tool, and I would recommend it to anyone that wants to use it. The final tool that we're going to be going over is essentially a white page that talks about all of the equipment. Now this is incredible, you guys. So this is warthevisions-tools.github.io, and you can select your piece of equipment. Let's say we want to look at the cat claws +5. It'll pull up the cat claws, what the different types are, and all of the stats. You can save it on the bottom. So let's say we're looking at that assault cat claw. You can see that it saved it down here. And then we're going to go take a look at, I don't know, Jeweled Ring +5, for example. And we're going to go, oh, I really want some accuracy, so we're going to save the accuracy one. We're going to save the critical hit one, for example. We're going to come down here and we're going to be like, oh, which one do I want? Do I want the evasion +8 and critical hit 9 out of 9, or do I want the aim 9 out of 9 and the, you know, cat claws as well? So I mean, it's a great way to break down sort of what equipment pieces you want to look at, what's going to be good in the meta. Right now, if you don't have it, I would recommend a Jeweled Ring +5, by the way. I do think it's going to be really great. And other than that, those are kind of all of the tools that I do use. I would be careful, just as we are currently in the new global and there's a lot of misinformation out there. I would always verify the information that you get. I would even verify the information you would get from, say, my YouTube videos or other YouTubers that are out there. Just make sure that what we're saying is correct. Check your information. I know I've gotten plenty of things wrong. And with that, you guys, that's the end of this video in terms of the resources that I want to be able to give you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys all found this video useful. And please go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section. Come talk in our Discord. We are super chill. We're willing to help. And honestly, I do try my best to respond to every single comment out there. Thank you so much, you guys, and have a good day.